This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in Liverpool. We just watched Callum Smith defend his WBA Ring Magazine titles against John Ryder. With me, Andy Lee. Andy, first and foremost, 117, 111, 116, 112 times 2. How did you have it?
I had it by 2 rounds to Smith. But a couple of those rounds could have, a lot of those rounds could have gone either way. People have a draw. Some people online seem to have Ryder winning, which I could totally see as well. I just called it how I seen it. I had Smith by 2 rounds. But it was close. Competitive fight. It might be a blessing in disguise for Smith because he might actually get some big fights now. But yeah, Ryder did well too. You know, he enhanced his reputation and credibility with that performance. So yeah, it wasn't. I felt Smith came down to Ryder's level almost. You know, that's what made the fight as close as it was.
There will be some suggestions that Callum Smith perhaps took his eye off the ball with talk of Anfield, etc. Do you think that would be perhaps a bit disrespectful to John Ryder given the show he put on tonight?
Oh, well, it could easily have happened, you know, because I don't care what Callum Smith smells. He didn't want to fight John Ryder. He wants to fight the big names. And then all of a sudden you put him in there with another domestic fighter who's very difficult, awkward style, and you got to fight him. So yeah, it's like a hiding to nothing, isn't it? You can't win. If he knocks him out and looks great, so what? If he has a tough fight like he did, then he's not as great as people thought he first was. So I don't think he might have underestimated, but I think you're always going to underperform in those type of fights.
Final one on John before we talk a bit more about Callum. Obviously a good showing tonight. Didn't get the decision. Do you think though he might get a few more top fights on the back of that?
I think so, yeah, and I think he might get another title fight because if someone can beat him better than Callum beat him, then it looks like, you know, you're measuring the 2 champions. But he arguably he's got a good shout for a rematch, but I don't think it'll happen. The trajectories are totally different. But he could actually get another title fight, and probably does deserve one.
Now, just on Callum, obviously there was all the talk throughout the week and throughout the build-up. Anfield next year, the big names maybe in America, talked about going to America to fight a Canelo or a Golovkin. Who personally would you like to see Callum in with, and who do you think will bring the best out in him as well?
I think the fight I'd love to see, I'm not sure who'll bring the best out in him, with him and Billy Joe Saunders in England in a football stadium. It'll be a great fight because of the styles, how they match up. There'll be a nice bit of spice there between the two of them. And it's a cracking fight, you know. It's nothing like a domestic fight between 2 rivals, and the winner will be the best super middleweight in the world.
Elsewhere on the undercard, anyone that particularly caught your eye, Andy? Glover Billum Smith, top fight for the Commonwealth title. Who caught your eye this evening?
He wasn't on TV. James Tennyson, sensational win over Craig Evans. Could have been a hard night for him, but he just put it on him straight away, put him down in the first and dominated, broke his man down and carried his power into the 11th round and got this knockout win. Great performance by James Tennyson, and he is one now who deserves a big fight.
Final thing before I let you go, Andy, because I didn't see you in Glasgow. Paddy Donovan, another win under his belt. How happy are you with what you're seeing from him and his development since you started working with him?
Yeah, his development is good. He had a 6th round dominating performance, 2nd round or 3rd round knockdown, but tried to force it too much, trying to load up too much. He still showed a lot of class and skills, but a little bit of finesse, and that'll come with experience. So it's good that it happened now that we can work on it. But he's fighting December 20th. It's not confirmed yet, but there's a good chance it'll happen in Bolton. And then we're going to LA in January. We'll do some training out there, and then he'll be gearing up for the March fight in St. Paddy's Day in New York. So good plan for Paddy Donovan, and yeah, it's good.
Andy, I mentioned to you off camera, I seem to call you at every show when you're trying to go home, so thank you as always. Speaking of Boxing Social, thank you for your time.